All right.
The Kramer in here. Double Kramer.
All right. We are streaming. Let's put it on Snapchat. Oh, let me change the title. If I was our fans and I saw that, like in our description, it says something something and then and fantasy football, I'd be like, oh my god, what a waste of an episode. All right, share.
We've had people say that we should
Yeah,
do a freaking mock draft.
I know,
So
I know.
somebody wants this content. I need to get used to this free agent budget.
I'm excited for it. I clicked on waiver claim just to see if it would pull up already, and it did, and I was like, ooh, that's gonna be fun.
Apparently, Christian McCaffrey's only rostered in 99.9% of leagues.
Yeah, I don't know why that says that. Oh, and I forgot you had the first pick. This could actually make for interesting conversation. All right.
For us, it'll be interesting.
Well, yeah, for us, I love it. Oh, Stafford, what a steal. Okay, let's get started. Get my timer set up.
Throw something on Instagram.
Yep. You want to toss something up on Instagram, and then we can start once you're done. Oh, I can't wait to talk about fantasy football. I can't. I'm looking at my team right now. I'm like, oh, it's so good.
Yeah. We are live on Instagram. Not true.
Well, we were gonna be live, and then a series of events happened for me.
Like I typed out, we are live on Instagram.
We
are live on YouTube. Fixed. We're good to go.
Nice. All right. Well then, let's get to it. Let's start pressing record, and I'll get the timer set up. Stopwatch on. Start recording. Gotta get that last chomp in. All right. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Wise Guys Podcast. I'm your host, Brady Fitzgerald, joined as always by my co-host, Chris Hagan.
You guys doing?
Doing pretty well, Chris. It's my birthday.
Big day.
Yeah, big day. Big 19 actually. kind of young, but it should be a fun day. And I'm committed to the pod though. There's no days off.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You're willing to sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Sacrifice for the listeners and for myself. So just know that is appreciated.
Thank you. But anyways, we have some interesting things to talk about, Chris, and let's just hop right into it because like Martin Luther King Jr. is in Fortnite now.
Yeah.
And
about it being a big day.
Yeah, exactly. MLK, who's back? MLK. MLK is back, and he's in Fortnite. What is the goal here to have MLK in Fortnite?
You heard the quote. It's to bring him out of the history books and directly into the lives of the young viewers.
Yeah, so the young viewers
obviously
can go,
the 8-year-olds playing Fortnite need to see the recreation of MLK's speech.
And they're gonna what 8-year-old's gonna be playing Fortnite? Look at that and be like, "Man, what an inspirational guy!" They're gonna be like, "Let me kill the guy next to me," and like I don't know. And I just can't wait for this generation to now grow up, go in the history books, see the guy from Fortnite. That's all they're doing. They're just making him the guy from Fortnite.
Yeah. It's also ironic that his whole thing as a civil rights leader was nonviolence and like
Yeah, and
peaceful
they put him in a
protest.
battle royale game where the
I
only
know.
goal is to be the last survivor.
Yeah. So I don't know. That just seems a little bit off to me. Like I guess good that kids are seeing his speech, but I don't think
Also,
they
like
really
if I'm a kid
care when
playing
they're playing
if
Fortnite.
I'm a kid playing Fortnite, I'm not stopping to listen to MLK.
Yeah, and like
Like
they're gonna learn about him in school.
yeah, they and I don't there it's just it doesn't make any sense. They
I don't.
but to fight on the Lincoln Memorial would be pretty cool.
That
Now
would be cool.
now they're just learning how to slaughter kids on the Lincoln Memorial. So it's not really good. Um, got not a good message to send is to put
No,
MLK
I
in.
think yeah. I think the intentions are good, but very misguided approach, I guess is how I would put it. This doesn't make any sense.
Well, and they've seen what happens to the other celebrities that go like they know what Fortnite is, don't they?
Like they become memes.
Yes, like don't they know that Fortnite is like this absolute joke of a game that it gets memed no matter what they do. This I don't man, and what a like what an interesting Fortnite universe. Just MLK, Rick and Morty, Travis Scott. Like they got the big hitters there. Batman was in there. Like I mean, at least they don't have an MLK skin. If they had an
That's true.
MLK skin, that'd be a little too far. That'd be just a little too far.
That
That'd
would
be
that would be different.
then the kids would be running around. Oh, there's MLK, get him! Bam, 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 bam. Oh, dude, that wrong message there. But at least they didn't do that. So they have something going for them. They know where the line is, I guess. They're like the line is
Yes, yeah.
at the skin. We can't
As long as we're not
profit.
murdering MLK
Yes.
over and
Like we
over
can't
again.
profit off MLK. But I don't know. It's not officially out yet. It's waiting a couple. So maybe there will be some skins, something. But what a strange world we live in that MLK is now.
It's a very strange world.
Looking at Twitter with all the, I know you don't know anything about the Kanye stuff, but looking at the Kanye stuff and this whole rap like beef that's going on, and then the MLK Fortnite, and then like the Taliban's back. It's like what the hell is going on? What just
Yeah, I don't know.
what
It's
happened
just a
here?
disaster.
I don't get it, but the world will do what the world will want. So I guess there's nothing we can do about it. But good news comes from the darkness of the tunnel. The light comes out, and our savior, Jameis Winston, is back.
It might have been your best transition for.
Thank you. Thank you.
But that's the light at the end of the tunnel. Is hopefully at least we get 17 games of Jameis Winston.
We have
At least
have
get a
to.
few before he gets benched. But
I don't think he'll get benched. You saw him balling. He
did
was
see him balling.
balling.
and he can see now too.
Yeah, he has LASIK,
Big.
and he threw 30 plus touchdowns without being able to see. So what do you think he's gonna be able to do with seeing?
Yeah.
I
And
don't
I
know.
mean,
This
he's
is
probably going to make a run at the MVP.
dude. Could you imagine how funny that would be? All of a sudden, it's like Jameis is the Saints like win the Super Bowl because
Huh.
like after Drew Brees retires, Saints win the Super Bowl with Jameis. I love.
I mean, he's going to chuck it.
I'm
like
not even
Breeze,
joking when I say I
just
love
a limp
Jameis.
noodle arm.
He's
too.
we talked about him. We talked about Mitch last week or Tuesday. They're all part of the same category of like I'm not ever gonna not root against Jameis. I mean, not root for Jameis. You know what I mean?
He's just one of those guys where every time he's on the field, he's a must-watch player. He's so electric.
Because something will
Everything
happen.
he does.
Something will happen, no matter what. Whether it's he throws a pick six, whether he throws a 50-yard bomb. He threw for 5,000 yards. Only like 8 quarterbacks have done that. James.
Yeah, I mean his numbers when he's done, if he continues to be a starting quarterback, he could like literally be a Hall of Famer. How many? If you just
And,
go by numbers
isn't he
alone.
Isn't he 26?
Yeah, he's still young.
Yeah, but speaking of 27, speaking of like my birthday, what a great birthday gift to wake up to. I woke up to Jameis Winston starting. I was just like, yes, yes. What I am worried about is that he's got no weapons. Jameis needs some
Yeah, I
weapons.
know.
He had Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. He needs something now. He's got
Yeah, all he has is
Marquez Callaway, that one guy that caught 2
Traquan
touchdowns.
Smith,
Yeah, Traquan Smith, who's like,
Kamara, I guess. The
yeah.
only.
Hey, you
It's
know what?
slam
You know what
pulling when
else
he
they
gets
have? They
back.
have Taysom Hill though. Might as well
Dude,
line him up.
talk about a weapon.
Yeah, talk about a weapon. And they'll line him
Run
up.
him at tight end.
They probably could,
Could.
but I think that their one tight end got injured.
At
So,
Troutman.
Troutman, yeah.
Everyone's favorite sleeper, Troutman.
Troutman. Yes. But that's what worries me about Jameis. Because I need to see it. We need to see good Jameis. You know what I mean?
Well, because with Evans and Godwin, it was like if you just threw it up, there was a chance.
Yeah,
at least
he'll
with
get
these
it.
guys, don't know if you can bank on that.
The Saints.
It's like Fitzpatrick was the same way when he was in Tampa.
Yeah. Yeah. Why? Yeah. Exactly. And it's funny. They just need to sign anyone who's above 6'3". Just get a bunch of that would be my offense. Get any people that can catch and that are like 6'6" on wide receiver, and then just chuck it downfield every time.
Or that's just really fast.
Yeah,
Maybe can't catch great, but like catch half the balls you throw them. And they're just burning
as
everyone
long
all
as
the
he's
time.
burning the corners, yeah.
Like a Valdez Scantling is like that.
Yeah.
Where like he's constantly burning defenses, but
just drops them every time he gets
really rely on him to catch it.
But
at least he's getting there.
The one thing is with Michael Thomas, no him either. He's really got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
He's got Kamara though, but that's not Jameis' play style.
He just isn't dumping the ball off.
No, he's not dumping the ball off. That's
was
why
Bree's favorite thing to do.
Yeah, so I feel like that also when we get into I guess we can just transition now. I mean, we can talk about this the rest of the episode anyways. When we get into fantasy, that's why I was like kind of worried about Kamara. I'm glad. I mean, I didn't have the option to pick him anyways, but I was like, he's not going to get the balls dumped off to him as much as he did last year.
Yeah, with Breeze, whose shoulder was messed up and
had
throw more than like 10 yards.
Strength. Yeah, he had like a 20% arm strength. All right, well let's just get right into it, Chris. Let's just get into it.
This is what everyone actually wants to hear us talk about.
I mean, exactly. They care about our fantasy football league. That's what they care about. And we had our draft.
Before we even start, just reminder that our league has a trophy, so that's why.
That's why it matters. Like
so
you guys
important.
should care. You guys should care. There's a trophy involved. And so you're right. There is a trophy involved. So this is the most serious thing I have ever done. I always take this 100% serious every year. And
I were ranking how much I cared about all of my favorite professional teams, and threw my fantasy team in there, it might be like second or third on the list. The way that my team's performance affects my happiness.
Yeah. Mine would definitely be second or third.
So
especially because, well, with fantasy, if you don't play fantasy, first of all, go get yourself in a league. And second, you have a whole 7 days in between each game every time, just like an NFL week. So you're just sitting there every week, I gotta come back. I gotta do it. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's all just luck. But it's so much fun. And we had our draft Wednesday. Chris, number 1 pick. First overall.
I'm very excited.
What was your mindset? Was it immediate CMC?
I knew who I was taking.
You knew it?
I felt that was fair that I got the number 1 pick, because I've been getting trash picks ever since this league has started. I think my best one was
pick 7's poop.
Actually, no. I had first year. I had the second pick, and the third pick, and I took Le'Veon Bell. He sat out.
Damn.
And since then, it's been 7, 11, and 12.
Yeah.
Now
12 is good though. I like 12. You get back to back.
12. When I had it, it was bad.
7
It was
sucks.
my fault, but
because 7 sucks because all the good players are getting gone, the guaranteed good players. So it's you either reach for somebody or you get someone that you're not 100% on. But I ended up getting our boy Devontae Adams. Contract year, revenge season. There's no way this goes wrong.
I mean, as long as he doesn't get turf toe again, he's about as
I know.
give a lock as anyone in the league.
Well, and
Be a
like
machine.
he has to be good, right? Or else the Packers are just screwed. Like it's him
I
and
think he's the
Rodgers
best
being good.
receiver in the game.
Yeah, I think he is too.
Like
So
he's
1 of 1, man. 1 of 1. But the yeah. So, anyways, the how was just I never had the super high pick. I was really always been in the middle. The waiting for the draft must have been awful. Waiting to pick to again.
yeah, and the thing about that is you make your pick, and then a couple picks later, you're like, okay, let's start looking at who I could get for my next pick. As you're thinking, it's so pointless because all of the guys disappear anyway because
Yeah.
it's 20 picks that you're waiting for.
I had
Just
that
waiting around
problem.
for guys to get picked,
I had that
right? And
problem
then,
a lot this year where it was like I like all these guys on here, but I just picked and now I have 10 more picks
hmm.
until like
Mhm.
they're going to be gone. And what sucked is Jamari freaking auto drafted the whole time. So if someone fell, like Allen Robinson was in my grasp. My grasp. He was right there, and I wouldn't have cared if Jamari picked him because like
Hmm.
it makes sense. He picked him, but the auto draft picked at him.
No.
It wasn't even him.
Yeah.
So annoying. It was
Such
so
a kick in the
frustrating.
nuts when auto draft takes your guy.
It really
You
is.
can know, and you see it coming too, because you're like,
Oh, I knew it was coming because
I
it's the top of the board.
know.
He's right in
Yep.
front of me, and I was like, I know how they pick. It
Yeah.
happened twice. It happened with the I gotta see what Jamari's defense is, but it happened with, and like that was it's such a funny like I always wait till the last one. Oh, the Browns defense. They were
Hmm.
uh they were just waiting for me, falling to me. I was like, oh, and I completely missed and didn't get it. But
I
you
love
got it.
where I got the Patriots defense.
Yeah, dude. I
I
wanted them
think
too.
I think they're underrated. This like they were 2 years ago. They were literally like
The
the
best in
top
the league.
defense
Yeah.
by a lot of points.
They're dude, as a Patriots fan, they're gonna be good. I've seen a lot of things about him, and as long as Gilmore plays, if Gilmore gets traded, you're kind
Hmm.
of screwed. But if
Yeah,
Gilmore plays, they're gonna be great. My
I'm
favorite
not
part
worried
about my
about that.
team, is I got I got 4 running back 1s with no good backups.
Um,
Yeah, and that was
let me pull up your team real quick.
so I got Mixon or another one of our boys.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, I was kind of worried about Mixon, but I was like, you know what? His offensive line has always been bad, and he's always been good. So there's just as long as he doesn't get injured, we're fine.
True.
Um,
I will always like Mixon, even though it wasn't really good for me last year. I used a high pick on him. Like he was hurt a lot.
yeah, he was
He
hurt
had
a
one
lot.
game where he scored like 40 points, and I don't
All that
know. Now
matters.
he's my guy, my ride or die. Joe Mixon.
uh, I got Justin Fields, which was my favorite pick in
Yeah,
the draft.
I told you during the draft that I would have picked him if I wasn't confident already in my quarterback situation because I have Rodgers.
I got
I did want Fields.
and I have Stafford, which they're gonna throw the ball 50 times a game and actually not be on the Detroit Lions.
Huh.
And then if he sucks, I'll just wait 2 weeks for Justin Fields to start, and then he'll be the next Lamar Jackson. We good to go.
I also got Trevor Lawrence with my
Yes,
second
you
to
got
last
the
pick.
second to last pick. I was about to say that was one of the biggest steals of the whole draft and one of our idiot friends picked Big Ben Roethlisberger a pick before you. I was like, what are you doing?
And Darnold also
Yes,
got
and
drafted
Darnold
before
got
him.
drafted. What the hell?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
the fact that I saw that, Chris, and I was like, "Who got him?" And I was like, "That's a wise guy's pick right there. That's a
It
wise
was-
pick right there."
it was. I had a
Um,
couple that just fell into my lap. Like AJ Brown, when I got him,
I'm
I
looking at
was
your
just
team.
like
Yeah,
assuming that he was going to disappear, and then there he was. I was like,
that's a
okay,
good pick.
I will gladly take him. Chris
I'm a little,
Carson too in round 5.
I'm a little worried about Jonnu
Yeah, I am too.
because
And I was going to take Kyle Pitts,
I
and
wanted
he
Pitts
went.
too. Yeah,
And there was someone else that I wanted too. Oh, I wanted Irv Smith.
I got him.
Wanted to have both of them.
I have
You
Irv
you
Smith
took
Jr.
him.
Yeah, I have Irv Smith and Robert Tunyon. Again, two
Hmm.
players with no good backups.
Yeah. good.
Nice. You get him? Get the bug?
No,
Damn.
I thought I did.
Um.
And people were reaching on tight ends.
Oh, yeah. For sure. They were definitely reaching on tight ends. The slew of quarterbacks too kind of went fast. But
That did. I really thought I was going to get Russell Wilson. Then again, like I'm now looking at the draft, and he went 12 picks before my pick.
So I guess you weren't.
My timing was just so off. Like looking at these guys.
Dude, I'm looking at Russell. But look at Russell Wilson's picture on ESPN. He looks like he wants to kill me. It's scary, but
it's not him either, like at all.
No, I know
he's not that guy.
He's not that guy. We have a lot of. There's a like I just the thing that always after every one of our drafts, I always look at my bench compared to everybody else's, and I'm like, even if the starting lineup's not as good, the bench is so much better.
I feel like I choked a couple picks looking at my bench.
I'm looking at your.
David Johnson was not a good pick. Should not have taken him. And Randall Cobb, I just got excited because he's back with Aaron Rodgers, and I was like, I don't know, like Randall Cobb and Aaron Rodgers are.
Well, I have Terrell Williams.
Hardman, though.
And I was like,
Hardman, I love.
I have Terrell Williams, and I was like, yeah, you know what? He's the only receiver on the Lions.
I throw it to somebody.
Yeah, I was like, they gotta throw it to somebody. So
when Ross St. Brown.
Yeah, they do have him on St. Brown. I got Sony with my last pick. And what a steal. I saw that and I was like, do they know like he's probably gonna start?
You think he's gonna start on the Rams?
They just traded for him. The trading for him means they don't have any confidence in Darrell Henderson.
That's true.
Right?
They like to have a bunch of running backs.
I guess, but like I don't know, they gave a 4th round pick. It's not a nothing pick.
That's true.
So I don't know. I have a feeling that, and apparently Darrell Henderson like broke his finger, so that could be pretty bad. So I might have just stolen Sony Michel from the league. He's apparently he's wearing number 14 on the Rams. I gotta fact check that. That's a weird ass number.
It's not good. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, number 14. Ugh. That's gross. Yeah, that makes me want to drop him. I'm not gonna lie. Not going to, but it makes me. Yeah, I guess we never really talked about the Michelle trade, did we?
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, I thought he was. I did this trade in Madden. I traded him to the Rams in Madden, so I feel like it seems like it's pretty realistic.
Yeah, you're listening, or they're listening to you.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I should just be the GM. I don't know. I feel like it's a good move for the Rams. They didn't give up too much, and I feel like what else were the Patriots going to get? Like they weren't going to get
that's true.
anything better than that for him.
They don't have any use for him.
No, they have zero use for him. So good pick. N'Keal Harry's next. Actually, you know what's funny? I have hope that not have hope, but I have there's like a part of me just like, can't you just be good? Can't you just be all right?
Always with guys like that, you feel that way.
I know. Well, it's because you spent a 1st round pick on him. Like, yeah.
But I saw somebody's name pop up. It reminds it's a guy like that for me when I was scrolling through the tight ends. Chris Herndon.
Oh, I love Chris Herndon. Every year, I'm like,
maybe this is the year. I was like, should I stash him on my bench?
Every year, I'm like, should I stash him on my bench?
Yeah, I know.
I go into the draft every year going, all right, what round do I pick Chris Herndon? Is he picked in this league? No, he's not. Damn, he's projected 3 points.
Yeah.
He really does. He doesn't do anything. Last year,
he doesn't. He just gives off there's Tim Tebow on the list of
tight ends.
Agent tight ends.
It's because he just looks like an athletic freak when he's on the field. So I'm like,
yeah,
gotta be good.
Yeah, he's a monster.
The tight end position is always the best in fantasy because when you scroll down and it'll be like some random Ian Thomas will just get 20 points one day. It's just some random guy will get 20 points, and you'll be like,
there's someone that always catches 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. It'll be like, should I stash him next week? And it's like, no, you shouldn't. You just Like it's
Yeah, there was this guy on the Lions one year. I forget who it was, but there were like back-to-back games that he scored 3 touchdowns in. And all of a sudden he's like being ranked in the top 12, and even though he did jack the rest of the year.
well, and then you got people like another one, Dawson Knox. Love Dawson Knox every year. This could be the one. Baby Gronk could put it together. That's what my dad says. Every
O.J.
time we play
Howard.
the Bills. Oh, OJ Howard's another one. But he always goes like top picks. He never is in like the free agency board. Is he this year? Yeah, he's this year because
Yeah, he's free agent.
he's poop. But
Okay, Joseph Foria. I just looked it up real quick.
he's the guy that's
He caught a career high 3 touchdowns on 3 catches for 34 yards.
That's what, it always is that. It's always the type.
Then he's like ranked in the top 10.
That's hilarious. That's so funny. All right, my question is, and I guess we'll just talk about this on the pod for anyone to listen to. But what am I missing on Sterling Shepard? Is he just not good anymore?
No. I took him last year late, and I thought I got an absolute steal.
I was looking at the draft and I was like, how is this guy not going? He has to.
I also brought in 2 new
Yeah, I
receivers that
know.
are probably going to get more targets than him.
Yeah, that's true. But there's, I don't know. Darius Slayton also is here. So if it's not Darius Slayton, then it's, I guess they think that rookie's gonna get all that. Did someone draft him? What's his name? Do you know who they drafted?
Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
Darius Tony.
Did someone draft him? No one drafted him either.
No, my search and not working for some
Who
reason.
got Galladay though? He fell a lot because he's injured right now.
He went round 7 to auto drafted Jamari.
No.
See, all the guys that fell. Jamari
Yeah,
got.
all the guys that fell went to auto drafted Jamari.
Surprised he didn't get Dak.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't get Dak too. Dak fell a
Ooh,
lot.
he has Tua starting at quarterback.
Rough. I'd rather pick up Jameis than Tua.
That's his only quarterback.
Really?
Yes.
That's weird.
His team is not very good.
I wonder why. He didn't do one pick. Not one pick was his. Oh, dude, I got so lucky though. Tannehill just got COVID, and I'm facing Tommy. Tommy has Tannehill. So I don't know. He'll probably
probably still
I'm sure he'll
play.
play, yeah, but he might not be good.
True. The Cam Newton effect.
Yeah, like the Cam Newton effect. But he
COVID
also
just
has
falls apart.
Fitzmagic, so I kind of would be
boy.
scared if Fitzmagic was playing.
I'd be terrified. Shaking in my boots.
Yeah, honestly. The Logan Thomas went, I feel like he went 39th overall.
Yeah.
40th
And
overall for Logan Thomas.
Waller went like 14th.
Did he really?
Yes, to Matt.
Oh, that makes sense.
Who always just the strangest drafter is Matt. He took Josh Allen over Mahomes as a Chiefs fan because he already had Tyreek Hill. Which I don't know
That's kind of stupid.
why that matters.
Like I guess it makes like they have 1 week where they'd be off together. Like you just put in another running back and yeah, Matt always does have strange drafts. He is he is for some reason he has Darrell Williams on his team though. The running back for the Chiefs. One of the Darrells on the Chiefs or Williams on the Chiefs.
That's like 12 running backs on his team.
And none of them are good. Not one of them are good. I kind of like Swift this year. But
Melvin, I saw Melvin go, and I was kicking myself because I had a chance to take him, and I took instead. Kenny and Drake, maybe. Yeah, Kenny and Drake.
Yeah, but they also drafted Javonte Williams.
Yeah, I know, but he's still Melvin.
Yeah, Melvin. Yeah. Where did he go though? 110th. Yeah, I could have drafted. Melvin.
Got your boy Naheem Hines.
I'm glad. I'm just glad he has him and James White.
Yeah, that was the other one that I was like, damn it.
James White went late.
James White.
He went really late. If I didn't have already so many Patriots, I wouldn't have.
I
taken him.
I took David Johnson instead of him, which I'm pissed about.
He doesn't have Naheem Hines. What are you talking about?
Oh, I have Naheem Hines.
Oh, you have Naheem Hines.
Yeah.
Yeah, Naheem Hines. He's always one. He's like James White. but he's
Mm.
he's
Uh,
actually he's very inconsistent like James
yeah,
White.
he might be the
He's the
anti-James White.
yeah, he's the
No, they
the
have the same play
bizarro
style.
the bizarro James White.
Yeah.
Um
That's the
okay.
problem with him on your bench. Like, if you have to stick him in for a bye week, you just don't know if you're getting 2 points or 20.
Yeah, and
That's
then
a
when he
little
sits on your bench and
scary,
scores
but
40, you
yeah.
sit there kicking yourself, and you're like, "Well, now I have to start him next week," and he scores 2
Yeah.
points. I trust me, I've been through this past like 2
I know.
years. It's every time. But honestly, Chris, I don't feel like anyone cares about what we're talking about because we're talking about our fantasy football league. But we're giving, I
I'm
guess, some.
enjoying it.
I'm having fun. We're giving some good tips on who to draft, who not to draft.
Portland Sutton, I think, was a good pick by me
You got Sutton too, so I like
on
Sutton.
my bench. Yeah.
Oh, he's on your bench too.
Mm.
It's not bad. I
Getting
have
two gloves thrown to him. That
yeah,
bum Drew Lock.
yeah, that's true. And Cortland Sutton, like one of them is going to be one of the wide receivers. Oh, you have Terry too. You have Terry and AJ Brown.
Hmm.
That's good. You have good wide receivers. I don't like Deontay
Hmm.
Johnson that much, but
Yeah,
he could be
I
good.
don't love him, but
Yeah.
the guys that were there at that point, he was my favorite. I'll have to look at the draft recap and see who else was there, but
Yeah.
thought a lot about that pick.
I was gonna say there's a lot of wide like there actually for fantasy. I feel like wide receiver is the least important position. I feel like you can always get a wide receiver that plays good.
Yeah,
But
Ayuk was there, Julio, DJ Moore, Gibbons, Odell. I really
DJ
trust
Moore
any of
though.
those guys.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say I got the little Cooper Cup. That was one of my
yeah, you
favorite
did
picks.
get little Cooper Cup.
One of the goats.
He's
And
kind of a bum for me last year, honestly.
he was a
Maybe my
little bummed.
expectations were just too high, though.
Honestly, I wanted Robert Woods. But
Hmm.
I got Cooper Cup. And I was like, I just need if I already have Stafford, of course, like if I even already have Stafford, I need a Rams wide receiver too.
Yeah. Who else but the little Cooper Cup?
Yeah, the little Cooper Cup. I also I'm now officially a Devontae Smith fan, so I'm sorry about that. You gotta,
You have two rookies on your team.
Yeah, I have Smith. I have Smith and Fields. And those. So yeah, two rookies. Could be impactful rookies. Boom or bust rookies. It's funny, I wanted Waddle. Waddle, I feel like could be good.
Yeah, I would have taken Waddle. Pitts was the one that I really sold myself on mid-draft, and I really thought I was going to get him.
Yeah, I thought I could get
I
Pitts.
was reading about him. I was like, oh, I saw a headline that was like, the Falcons say that Kyle Pitts can be used anywhere on the field. And I was like, all right, I'm drafting him now.
Of course he can. I'm pumped for Kyle Pitts. I feel like who got him? Who got him actually? I want to see the rest of the
unlucky
team. Jerry's a solid drafter. Jerry has a good team. Yeah, he has
Zeke
he has
and
a
Najee.
good team.
Damn,
Oh, he has
that's
Trey Lance too. That could be good later.
facts.
Yeah, Jerry does have a good team.
Maybe I'll try to snag.
I like Corey
Pitts
Davis
somehow.
too. Oh, he took Landry from me.
Trey Sermon too could be good. Yeah, Landry is the third guy off his bench.
Yeah, Landry he fell 112. I was about to get him. He was one pick ahead of me, and he picked him. It's like, damn. All of a sudden, Matthew Berry showed up. Oh, looks like someone's eyes on him too.
I was so taken aback by that. I was like, where did that come from? I thought I had a video pulled up in another tab of Matthew Berry talking about someone when I heard his voice, and then I was like, oh, the
and
cue.
I had my volume up, and in one of my picks, I'm looking at my phone, looking at other rankings and stuff, and looking at my and all of a sudden I'm picking. I'm like, oh, so I had 20 seconds left. I was like, oh, all right. Luckily, it wasn't too much of a hard hitting pick, but it happens.
So what I did because I had back-to-back picks, I always took the full time on the first pick I had, and I just thought of who my second pick would be.
That's what you should do. Some people take the whole minute on each one. It's like, bro, you have back-to-back picks. Just pick the person already.
It was driving me nuts early on in the draft. You should know who you're picking in the first round.
You should have that set. I took the whole minute my first round.
No, you did.
Yeah.
Taking notes.
I took my whole first.
Dylan took the whole minute. Jamari did because he was on auto draft. You did.
Dude, I didn't.
That's
I was at a
3
weird
minutes longer
position.
than the first round should be.
I was at a standstill, bro. I was looking at the board and I didn't know who I wanted. I was like, do I really want a wide receiver in the first round? But I did. I figured it out.
I in your position, I would have been so happy seeing Barkley go at 3 because I wouldn't want him to
Oh
fall to
yeah.
7 and then be like, oh, like
I did not want Barkley at
it's really
all.
good, but it's pick 7. Like,
No, I know. And like at that point you're like, "Oh, it's almost value pick, but it's not."
yeah, right.
I don't know.
But of course, he went to the Giants fan in the league.
Yeah, and it picked 3. What a dumb pick, by the way. I mean, when he's not healthy and Riley starts crying in the group chat, just like it's just gonna happen. Like,
Yeah. He
oh,
also has Daniel Jones and Evan Ingram.
why he wants them is beyond me. He watches them week to week,
I
anyways.
know.
Doesn't he know that they're not good? And
Apparently
also,
not.
if you want a giant, get Kenny Galladay.
Hmm.
Get one of the good ones. I don't know.
I don't know either. There's some fools in this league.
There are some fools.
I hope they're listening as we tear their teams apart.
There are fools, but it's also fantasy where it's like it's all luck anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Like
Yeah,
on
that's
paper,
true.
I feel like we have some of the best teams, but you never know how it goes out.
Yeah, I remember last year after the draft, I was like I'd nailed it, and then I had like the least projected points week 1. I was like, oh, maybe I didn't nail that.
No, the week 1 projections are always wrong. I'm always like my running backs getting more than 15. I know they're getting more than 15. Mike Davis definitely getting more than 12. Yeah, Mike Davis was you knew I told you before I was getting him.
I know.
I told you I was getting him.
You text me and you're like, a little bit of a reach, but let you snack him.
Yeah, I was like I
Like,
knew
yeah.
because you were creeping up, and I was like Mike Davis. I had to
The one
scroll.
sleeper I gave away.
I scrolled and queued him, and I was like, and then I was like looking at the rest of the players, and like the timer's going down, and it says if the time goes up, like you pick Mike Davis. I was looking at the rest. I was like, I might as well just take him now. I was like, I don't really like anyone else on the board. I might as well take him now.
Right.
But I'm sure I want to look at the draft. How do you look at the draft recap?
Just go to league and draft recap. I thought it gave you grades before, but
It did earlier.
yeah, I don't have
like
a grade
the past
though.
couple years. It did. I didn't get a grade though.
It does have the final standings projections. Which
Final
I'm at 3.
Oh, let me see that.
Ooh, you're not gonna like where you
I'm at 10? 10? That's ridiculous. All right, well, this is completely wrong. This is completely wrong. It also has 2 teams I like too, Jerry and Tommy, also at 9 and 10 and 11.
are.
But they are
I
right
know,
when
is
it
this,
says
is
when
this
it
the year
says
that Tommy
CD's nuts.
sucks?
When it says CD's nuts is going to be a last place. I feel like Ashwin's definitely he's first year last place. It might happen because his team's garbage.
That would be tough.
He's starting JD McKissick now. Oh, and he has my someone on my hate list, Mike Gesicki. Also,
Does
I
have
hope
Hurts
I
and
also
Antonio Brown, which was another guy that I kind of wanted.
I hope he does bad because he stole Hurts from me.
Mhm.
I wanted Hurts so badly. So I eyed him up, licking my lips because he was falling to me. And freaking Ashwin took him. As he already has Lamar Jackson. So why even bother?
Also has 2 defenses.
There's a lot of people in our league that have 2 defenses and 2 kickers.
Really?
I think so. I'm sure John has 2 defenses and 2 kickers. Look, there he is. Yep, a defense and a kicker right on his bench. Don't they they've been playing for years now? Don't they know that you don't have to get a backup kicker and a backup backup defense?
Yeah, I'm pulling up his team now. Let's see.
John's team is not as bad as it normally is.
His defense and Tyler Bass on his bench.
Oh, he has Brandon Cooks though, and Chase Edmonds. I don't like
His
him.
team
either.
is low-key garbage, actually.
His team is kind of garbage. I do like Diggs and Evans, but Evans is
Yeah.
Terrible
I
for fantasy.
fucking hate Evans
Yeah,
so
Evans is
much.
terrible for fantasy.
This is the
Marquise.
worst
You
bench
also
I've ever
think
seen.
Marquise Brown is going to be good. That's
Yeah,
funny.
if any of his guys get hurt, he's done. Like, this is the worst collection of bench players that I've ever seen. Hollywood Brown is not going to score 12 points in week 1. Well,
No,
actually,
no, he
maybe he
will in
will
week
because they
one. He'll
do.
score. He'll
Yeah,
score
that's
40
what
in
they
week
do.
one. He'll score 40 in week one, and then never score again. Also, he's a Ravens fan. Why isn't he starting over Cooks? He likes Cooks over Marquise Brown in week one. I guess if
No.
Deshaun Watson plays.
Davis Mills.
Yeah, Davis Mills could be launching bombs to him. Yeah, this has been
They have
so
playoff odds already. Like,
playoff
apparently,
odds.
Ty has a 75% chance to make the playoffs already.
Ty's team, his running backs suck, but his other
Kamara?
team is pretty sucky. He has Kamara and he has Gaskins.
Lockett is also low-key an overrated player.
Yeah.
I saw a stat about Lockett that 50% of his points
Came from
maybe
that
not that
one
much,
game.
but close to. It was 3 games that like all of his points.
He
came
did
from.
he got Deshaun Watson with the last pick, which I thought was going to be good. I would have taken him if I didn't have Justin. Would have been a good pick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think is there anything left to say on our fantasy team?
I don't think so.
Oh, I do. I don't know if we explained it yet on the
talk for hours. But...
Yeah, I know. I don't know if we explained it yet on the pod, but we have a new system for waiver claims. We each get $100 to put money on a waiver claim, and I'm kind of pumped for it. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be interesting. I've never done it before that
Neither
way.
have I, but I heard about it. My boss actually is the one who told me about it, and he was like, "It's like chess, man, because you gotta like especially if you're playing someone and you know one of the running backs gets hurt and the backup's all of a sudden projected 12 points. It's like, well, who's gonna drop $10 on him and who's dropping 11?
And it's gonna piss me off. I know that.
Oh yeah, it's.
I feel like I get gypped every week.
I can't wait. What's gonna be really funny is when everyone in the league overvalues everyone in like the first 2 weeks and they're all out of money. I'm gonna have
that's true.
Probably the rest of my money to do whatever. But as of right now, there's no one I want to waiver claim. So it's my team's looking
for Chris Herndon maybe.
I might have to $20 on Chris Herndon. Gotta make sure I don't get outbidded for Herndon when he pops off.
One of these tight ends I'm gonna just have to like take a chance on and spend a lot of money on.
And whichever one pops off is gonna get spent $20 on him. Anyone who pops off. But
remember when Matt last year got James Robinson after week 1 and he was like solid running back the whole year?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what it doesn't eliminate that, but it eliminates the randomness of it, where it's like, oh, you lost a game, all of a sudden you're still ranked like you're still not going to get the waiver claim. Like the waiver claims just never make any sense. I guess it's the points, I think it is, but it always bothers me. Before we
when you're out of money, you're just done.
No. You can. I think it goes through how it used to go through.
Okay.
But I think if we put a waiver claim with no money and no one else puts a waiver claim on it, I think you still get it. And the ad period's still a thing. So after the waivers.
True.
Chris, you're not gonna like this headline before we go. Rams 53 man roster projection. Will Sony Michel cost Jake Funk a spot?
No.
That'd be brutal.
Funk. He'll go somewhere else.
He didn't get cut yet, so he still could be on the Rams, but
be fine.
Yeah. All right, well, I think that does it. This has been a good pod. I hope you guys enjoyed our fantasy talk, and see you guys all on Tuesday. And we got to find something to talk about, Chris, because for Tuesday. So
we're getting pretty dry.
We're getting a little, and it's almost there. Like we're getting.
Yeah, I know.
It's the drought before the flood. Like the flood's coming.
That's right.
So,
the calm before the storm.
Yeah. So the calm will happen, and see you guys all then.